A cache says, Thomas, why did you choose a butt? Because butts are terrifying. We're gonna make a really, really weird enemy today. Okay, so I have this idea, and it is to take the enemies from Neversong. There's a flying enemy type, and I want to get an inspiration from that enemy type. It looks like a giant flying butt, and I want to take inspiration from my own game and make it 3D. I've kind of wanted to do this for a while, so we're gonna go ahead and create a low poly, creepy flying butt. Okay, so we've got a drone right here. There he is. Oh, he's working. Okay. And he's shooting bullets at me too. This is great. I'm getting chills thinking about what they're gonna look like. Let's open up Blender while I keep chatting. When did I learn Blender? I've learned it over the last 2 years. So I'm still learning. Something you guys know about me, for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know one of my mantras is nobody's gonna tell me that I'm bad at something and that I'm not gonna get income by selling a game just because I'm bad at something. If you know how to fake your way through stuff, you can get away with a lot of bad technique. I know that might not be a popular viewpoint, but that's what I believe. All right, let's go ahead and figure out how we're gonna make this butt. Now, a lot of what's gonna make this enemy look freaking awesome is actually the texturing. So the model itself isn't gonna be that special. Is it wrong that I don't know how to code and just copy others' code from videos in Google? That's from Anshuman. No, of course not. That's what everybody does. The big lie of the game industry is that we're not all stealing each other's code. It's just what happens. Okay, so here is the butt. Oh, that looks great. And they're gonna have an eye right smack dab in the butt crack. I'm gonna go ahead and add a new object, UV sphere, and this is gonna be the eye. We also wanna give it wings. This is gonna be interesting. I wanna follow the shape of a bat wing, okay? Let's see, what do bat wings look like? Let's Google it. We've got bat wings here. These look great. Goes up. Yeah, rotate like this. There we go. Yeah, okay. A cache says, Thomas, why did you choose a butt? Because butts are terrifying. One of my goals is to kind of show you guys what it's like to suck, because it's important to just power through sucking as best as you can. It's always a good idea to get a thick skin. You can get a thick skin, you can pretty much power through anything. The con man says, embrace the suck. I'm of the opinion you can be really, really confident in who you are while also being humble. In fact, I would argue that being confident in yourself is what leads to humility. Math Ajar says, Thomas, are you gonna sell this game? Absolutely, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna make a lot of money from it. Is that me being cocky, or is that me saying, no, I've been doing this for a long time. I know how to do it. Just because you know what you're doing doesn't mean you're proud. I'm gonna actually bring this all the way down. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never even drawn a bat in my life.
6.5 hours later.
There we go. I just fixed it in 5 seconds. All right, let's take a look. We just gotta get the texture right. It needs to look like a flying ball of flesh. Let's just go ahead and rig it up really quick. If we put this right where it should be, it should automatically set it up with no problem. So what are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this, I don't know, spine. Let's just call this the bicep. Bicep dot right. You didn't know butt bats had biceps, did you? Wood Glue says, butt bat biceps. Not a very common sentence. Before I do the texturing, the truth is I really need to make sure the animation looks good. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Obviously, you know, we could definitely be a good game developer here and a good modeler and actually fix the weights. But I'm gonna count this odd bending as a feature, and we're gonna scale it down significantly so it's super fast. The flying anus looks weird. Meteor Boy said, the game should be called Farter, not Father. We also need a wing flap sound, actually. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna download this sound. It's not really long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and create like 4 versions of it. It really helps to not look at your screen when you're curious if it sounds like it's a little loopy. So we'll fade this in over here, and I'm not gonna look at my screen. That sounds great. You really want it to have enough variation where it doesn't feel like... Here's what you do. You take this to make this perfectly loopable. Do that, reverse it, fade in. That way it's seamless. Now let's get some baby sounds. Let's download that one. Oh, that's great. Sorry to whoever's baby this is, but you put it on freesound.org, so I don't know what you expect. We're gonna make it sound demonic. Wood Glue says, Thomas Brush, indie game dev and baby sound expert. NYX128 says, it sounds too human. You are correct. Awesome. This is what everybody needs in their life. You can never go wrong with demonic baby sounds. Now let's double check it. Oh, I love it. Can we give a round of applause to me? Ignited says, when I play this on Steam, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna need to turn the sound off or I'll crap myself. So what I'm gonna do is go into the modeling mode here, and we need to go ahead and create the creases. I really wanna have his face be flat. And I'm one of those people who likes to do all of my illustration in Photoshop. Guys, mainly this is just because that's my forte. There's our seam. I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap it. That's fine. All right, let's go ahead and export it. We can actually start illustrating now that it's all unwrapped. I want the butt crack to be super rashy. We're gonna go to our paintbrush and we're just gonna really put some red here. So as you can see, we're just going redder and redder and redder until it's like black. Let's go ahead and make the wings a little bit rashy. I'm not done with this crack here. When you're making a horror game and you're working on something fleshy, make the tips of the extremities really red. What I like to do is for the wings themselves, I want them to be a little bit redder in general. This is what makes things look really creepy. You just keep going darker and darker and darker until it's almost burnt. It's so pretty. We definitely don't need the eye anymore. The red can probably be expanded a little bit more. Just hit it like that. Oh, yes. Woo, I like it. That is really strange looking. It still needs to be darker though. So we could definitely add texture to the wings, right? Just drawing all day, just draw, draw, draw. And then let's create some wrinkles, some folds. On one side you could do a dark, just keep going. Drop down the opacity and maybe one more right here. Ugly folds for this guy. Drop down the opacity for all of them. I like that. Nice. Okay. And then finally, guys, we're gonna drop down the size of these textures. Let's go ahead and compress down. There we go. Now it looks more like a Half-Life style game. We need to figure out how to create some sort of cloth that's attached to it. It's gonna look like hair sort of hanging through the center of it. It's gonna be really disturbing. You know, I feel like we could just throw a texture on top of this. I'm gonna take a basketball texture here and we're just gonna paste it over top of it. We're gonna do overlay. Oh no, it's disgusting. Who knows what movie that's from? It's disgusting. Trey says, I would have never thought of a basketball pattern. I really want to get this hair done though. Ugh. I don't even know what that looks like. Oh goodness, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, we've actually got some cloths all ready to go. Yeah, let's double click on this and go to white. I think we need to do something like this. So it just goes pretty dark, see? Turn off that and then, there we go. Look, okay, we got it. Okay, I think we found the right material. Ugh. And then the last thing I want to do, guys, is have a particle emitter sort of dripping out. There is a blood particle that we can use. So let's set it to loop and then emission to 25. We'll just have it facing down. There we go. And let's just create a bunch of them and see how it looks. And drag them in. So obviously, guys, there's going to be variations in pitch, volume, speed, so that they're all moving slightly randomly. Tuckmac, I will donate another $10 if you add a what to the game if all the enemies call this drone. I love that. Tuckmac's butt crack.
Thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game, and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you too.